Hello Facebook. Quick one, can you hear me? Give me some sort of reaction if you can hear everything. I've just been doing my list. Sorry, I'm a little bit late. I've just been doing my list. I think I've forgotten something. It's got fire, which we've got. It's fine. Pen, got a pen. Paper, yeah. Deck of cards. I've forgotten. You believe that? You'd think that'd be obvious, but for some reason I'm more nervous about this than in front of 100 people. But there you are. Deck of cards. There we are. Now we can start. Right. So, thank you all for joining me. I don't know how many people are here, but thanks for taking time out of your Friday night. Hopefully you've got a drink on you. I've not. There we go. Right. Okay. So, happy Easter weekend. Obviously, it's coming to us at a strange time. Just open this. That's all right. Don't want anyone mind? No. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Happy Easter weekend. Strange time. Hope you're all good. By the way, this is also in need of a bit of funds. The Newton Grange Community First. Newton Grange is where I'm from. They're helping sort of vulnerable people with things like hot meals, shopping, all that sort of stuff. There's a link in the description. Don't go and do it now because you'll miss half the magic show. But we'll talk about that later as well. How many are we all here? Jeez. Okay, right. I'll get started. I do need to warm up, or I need you to warm up. So, can everyone feet flat on the floor, like that. Hands out like this. Perfect. Now, copy me. It's like Joe Wicks, but not as good, right? Okay. Manage that one? Perfect. Next one, raise your right hand higher than the left. Good job. Now cross over like this and link them together. I want everyone doing it. Alright, I want you to hit some sort of react button to show that everyone's doing it. But once you're in this position, just copy me, alright? 1, 2, 3. There we are. Thank you very much. Give yourself a round of applause. The next thing, now that you're all warmed up physically, I need you to warm up mentally. So I need to test your imagination. So, I've got this. This is a deck of cards. They're different to these ones though, because these aren't printed. There's nothing on them. So the box is blank. The cards are also blank on both sides. I need you to imagine for me. Imagine that these cards start to print. Not all of them at the same time, just one. Alright, so one of these in the middle. If we just say this one, just imagine it's the 3 of spades for me. Alright, just imagine in your mind, and everyone doing that, right? So imagine that's the 3 of spades and you will start to see it, right? Obviously it's not because the deck's blank, right? But you get the point, right? We'll do the same again, but this time on the backs. So the backs look the same as these ones. Just imagine a back right there, right? The same as that. You just imagine that, right? Then we'll start to get a bit more difficult. Imagine it goes all the way through so that the face is now printed. That one's the 4 of clubs, for example, or maybe one in the middle, or another one, or another one. In fact, and they've all got backs as well. That's important to remember. They've all got backs on them. In fact, we'll take it one more to the point where you can imagine the whole deck being printed on front and back, just like so. If you have managed to imagine that and imagined a point so you can actually see it, could you give me some sort of reaction? I'm going to take that as a yes. Obviously, there is nothing, but now I think we can get started. All right. Before I do anything else, do put in the comments like who you're watching with, how many of you are there, where you're watching, home obviously, but like where is home? Like have we got people from far away or that sort of thing? Because obviously, magic doesn't really work without an audience, or it does, but pretty pointless. So if we can get some sort of interaction, this will be more fun. All right. Can't see any of them. This live thing's strange, isn't it? Anyway, so comments. Let me see. Oh, there they are. Watching with fam. Oh, hello from the Mons. Hi to Becky, my girlfriend, who I've not seen in like 3 weeks. That's annoying. There's Edinburgh. Perth. Any advances on Perth? Oh, Shaw Fair. Frankie the Ragdoll Cat. Cool. Haddington. Right. Slovenia. That's winning. Right. Okay. Right. I'll catch up with that in a minute. Now I can see the comments. This will be better. Alone with a bottle of wine. All right. Okay. For your viewing pleasure, I will attempt to cut the 4 aces from a shuffle deck of cards. That should be ace. Ooh, that's a king. Last time I checked. Okay. Try again. The 4, well, the first ace, there's the first ace. The second one we'll do a bit quicker. The second one just about there. The ace of spades, perfect. Next one. Obviously, this gets harder as we go because there's less of them to find. That's ace number 3. Thank you very much. And the last one, we just cut about. It's another king. So clearly we should use the kings instead. It's embarrassing. There we are. We'll use the kings instead. Thank you. All right. By the way, feel free to laugh along, clap along if you fancy. I've done this because I thought it was funny. Occasionally, I could just throw you one of these. Little golf clap in the back. Yeah, no, don't matter. But feel free to play along. Don't just sit unless you're alone with a bottle of wine. Where else have we got? Sunny Knitting. Yes, hello to everyone in Newton Grange. Mentioned the charity. We'll do that again. It's actually better we ended up with the Kings because they have a soft spot. Some people don't know this, but if you know the right place on a king, right? See, the pen can go through it. It's a little known fact, but it's cool. They also, if you're really brave, you can actually move it. Can you see that? So the pen actually moves all the way through the card, all the way down, and then just pulls out like that. But that's just something I've come across. I thought I would show you a trick that's quite important to me. Reason being is that it's one of the first things I learned. So 10 years ago, I started doing magic. And in that time, I've done a lot of stuff, but this is the one thing that I've carried on doing the whole time. I used to practice it, actually, on my grandparents' floor. They were almost my biggest supporters. They're not with me anymore, but I would practice it on their floor for ages. It uses some coins. They used to be 10p's. I've gone a bit more upmarket now. These are American half dollars. Just basically means you can see them a bit better. 4 cards. Oh, and the reason that I've got that butterfly on my logo is in sort of memory of them. So this trick's a little bit in memory of my grandparents. So hope you enjoy it, and hope we don't get pulled down Facebook for copyrighted music. That would be exciting, wouldn't it? Right. Thank you very much, I think. Let's read some more comments, see what's going on. Not much. All right. Okay. I wanted to get people properly involved just now. So before I do that, a few shout outs to do. Some people asked me for some, and some people I just wanted to say hi. All right. So first of all, hello to my mum and dad who are watching downstairs. Yeah. The next one, Becky, I said earlier, all the Mon family. Hope you are all doing all right just now. My cousin Natalie, uncle and auntie, have a good Easter since we won't see you. The Dugans, Alice Jones, who I've been told loves magic, so I hope you're enjoying. Everyone at Harry Watt Magic Society, and everyone in Newton Grange, and everyone involved with Newton Grange Community First. What are we saying? My dad just replied, hello. Tony and the gang. It's good to see everyone. I can't see the numbers watching. Someone could tell me if you want. But I wanted to get you all involved. So, I've got a deck of cards here. We're going to have a bit of interaction. I'm going to get you to pick a card. Obviously, that's not allowed because of the 2 meter rule now. But I thought we could do it a little bit differently. So, some people are just having a conversation in the comments. Oh, Frankie and Lily down in Leyland. Hi to them. All right. People are just commenting. Oh, 64. Oh, okay. That's a lot. That's more than I'd anticipated. Right. Oh, Dan Potter, all the guys from uni. Anyway, we're just having a conversation now. I need you to pick a card. All right. So the first person to comment either red or black, that's what we'll go with. All right. So one person just red or black. Doesn't matter. I'll just wait. Sup. Oh, Gareth White, Magic Gareth. He started doing these for actual kids magic. It was in red. Okay, red. Okay. So we narrow that down as I drop the cards. We narrow that down further. Oh, nah, black's just coming too late. Red beat you to it, I think. Okay, next one. So if we've got red, we go with either hearts or diamonds. Okay, so next they're all coming in now. Sorry, he's missed it. Hearts or diamonds. We'll go with a different person. So same again, just comment either heart or diamond. What would you like? There must be a delay on this. I'm starting to see. Heart or diamond, what do we want? This will make sense soon. Diamond, no, that's the same man. Diamonds again. There's a lot of diamonds, right? We'll go diamonds, right? Last one. I love how they all come in at the same time, but I only see. Yeah, okay. Right. So of the diamonds, this is just going to look like I'm just picking whatever I wanted. But if you scroll up, you can see that I'm reading them in the right order. First person to comment the value of a diamond. So anything between ace to king, all the numbers in between. I just need one of them, and it's a diamond. All right? Last one. Race to it. I've been asked to zoom into the table. Unfortunately, I can't do that due to my lack of technical support. 6. The 6 of diamonds. Although that has come in from my girlfriend Becky, so it might look like we've set that up. 2 people have just commented 8 at the same time. We'll go with that. Oh, 3 people have gone with 8. Right, we'll go with 8. That looks like the verdict. Okay, 8 of diamonds. And I promise you, I didn't set that up or anything. I've had a lot of time in my hands recently. So I drew a picture on the back of the cards. Can you see that? Yeah, cool. I drew a picture on the back of these. Little magician, cannon, and he's in like a show. All right. So he's going to perform this next trick. What was it? 8 of diamonds. I'll take it out so we remember. The 8 of diamonds. That's the card there. Right. I didn't just draw it once though. I drew it on this card. And on this card, in fact, every single one, I drew a similar picture. They're not the same. But someone's asked what his name is. Someone else name him. That would be first name to come in. Okay. He does the trick because he's not drawn the exact same in every one. It's actually a flip book. So he gets in the cannon. Try to get the light. He throws the cards up. He gets shot out of the cannon and he catches one playing card. What was it? 8 of diamonds. There we are. So thank you all very much. Alice. Okay, Alice the magician just found the 8 of diamonds. Thanks very much. Give me some reactions. Let's do my applause again. Let's do that. Thank you. Thank you. Right. I'm not doing that much longer. We've got a couple of things to show you. Before that, I did want to talk again about the charity. Before I came online, we already had 50 quid, which made me quite nervous. But if, like, these people are doing great stuff, everyone's doing great jobs. Thank you to everyone who works in the front line during this. But they're all volunteers, and they're helping out in my local community. It's not a big charity, it's just providing stuff for the people of this little town. Just think if everyone here, if there's 60 odd people, if everyone donated the price of that coffee that you've not been able to buy for 3 weeks, or the pint that we all really want, that would change everything. So, bear that in mind. Don't do it yet, though. I've got some stuff to show you. I wanted to try and break a world record right now. Sound good? Okay, so I've got a Rubik's Cube. The record for solving a Rubik's Cube is about 4 seconds, roughly. Okay, I'm going to try and break that record for you. Are you ready? Hopefully you can hear when the timer stops. Try again. So obviously that wasn't going to work, but one day. I did want to solve it for you, though. I thought you could solve it for me, kind of. If everyone just looks at the cube, and like you did with the cards earlier, just imagine that starts to solve. So as I shake it, just imagine that cube starts to morph, starts to melt to the point where it was completely... Oh. Guys, come on. Anyway. That way. To completely solve. Thank you very much. But I've asked people how they practice the Rubik's Cube. Like, people are good at it, as opposed to me. And I've got one of these. They told me they get one of these. It's basically a little practice cube. You can put it in your pocket for when you go out. Remember when we went out? You just basically, you get the point, right? It's just a little one. It's not that important, but I thought I would share that top tip with you, just there. I do think about things like this a lot, though, because I'm sad like that. And I thought, why is this the solved state to a Rubik's Cube? Probably because it's the easiest one to remember, right? Probably because it's the easiest one to remember. They're all the same. But the Rubik's Cube actually has like 52 quintillion ways you can mix it. So actually, it would be more difficult to solve it to a completely random state, right? Or seemingly random. Bear with me. So, if I... So 53 quintillion, I've not got the exact number. I meant to look it up, but, you know, it's a free show. That is my solved state to the Rubik's Cube. Out of all those combinations, by the way, that combination would mean that you would have had to be turning the cube since the dinosaurs were alive for you to reach every one. And yet I can remember one very specific one that I just get to. Thank you very much. You don't seem impressed. I can prove it. I can prove that this is the very specific, very unique way of solving the cube. I don't know if you can see this, but those sides are the same. Not only that, those two are the same. Those are the same. Those are the same. All the sides on the little cube. Thank you very much. Oh, someone just replied. Thank you very much. So that is my very unique state. But wouldn't it be cool? Wouldn't it be cool if we could solve this as quickly as the last time? Right, so one last thing. What time is it? It's past. You've been with me for half an hour. Thank you very much. Hope it's been all right. Obviously, as I said at the start, magic is difficult without an audience. It's all about you guys, your imagination. But one more thing. One big finale, hopefully. So I've got some things. Water bottle. Also got a deck of cards. Pencil. Got a bit of tape around it. One person in the comments will know why that is. They were there that night. Little toothbrush. Not mine, but you know. There you are. And a crayon box with one crayon inside. Now, ordinarily, I would usually hand all these out and get you all to look at them. But again, we can't do that. So, I'm just reading the comments, sorry. It's really hard to talk to you and read the comments. I know why. Yes. Oh, there's a few people that were there that night. So usually I hand all these objects out, get you all to make sure they're normal. Anyone who has seen me this year or last year will know that that's true. I can't prove it to you, but that's true. The reason that it's got tape on it is because when I handed it out one night, the person decided that they would stress test it and just snapped it. So yeah. So this true story. So this last thing is sort of my representation of what's happening. Why was the tape on the pencil? Oh, so hopefully I've just answered that. Right. This is my representation of sort of what I think about normally and even more so now. So if we imagine that all of these things represent something more important, right? All these things, let's say that's things you're worried about just now. That's like friends and family, and this is the distance between. No. Hard to do comedy with no people as well. There you are. So, these things that are important to us and we're worried about, we need some sort of way, I think, and this is only coming from a guy doing card tricks in his bedroom, but I think we need to find a way of sort of balancing it all out in our heads. All right? So this is my representation that we can balance everything out if we try hard enough, and that nothing is actually impossible. Hope you enjoy it. Gets better. Thank you all for joining me tonight. You've been great. I've been Dan Bastianelli. Do send me selfies or something of you watching. I hope to see you all properly very soon. And donate above. Thanks very much.